Hey all, this is Adam with the Ingstein channel. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We're still in our week of celebrating Marco and his victory on the Masked Singer of Finland. And this next one, from like day one, people were like, "You got to listen to this one. You got to see this one." And I'm thrilled to share this one with you. This is probably the world's greatest breakup song ever. I've had my share. I've had my share as a composer lyricist, um, and I this is killer. Not only is this killer as a breakup song, it's killer as a song altogether, and it is an incredible example of everybody in the band just killing it. The Juka is amazing, Empu is amazing, of course, Floor is amazing, and I'm doing this one right now because it does also feature some cool stuff with Marco. It kind of features Marco rapping a little bit, which is, almost like a an ode to his future performance of Gangsta's Paradise. Um, this is Romanticide, y'all. You probably know it. Holy crap! This is what we call catharsis, all wrapped up in about a 5 minute tune. And it's got everything. It's got the incredible vocal qualities of both Floor and Marco. It's got incredible writing. It's got incredible musicianship. It's Nightwish. I mean, what else is it going to have? Um, so we'll get into it. This is the official video put out by Nuclear Blast Records, and part of it is actually subtitled in both English and Spanish, but we'll see the lyrics down at the bottom, so that makes my life easier. All right, let's get into it. And of course, this is Vok in 2013, so you know the crowd's into it. We got Floor windmilling at the get-go. We got Tomas throwing his clothes out. Empu's just rocking it on that riff. Okay, so I mean, obviously, we this is clearly a breakup song, and you know, it's there's this word that we use about performance, and if you haven't heard it, you should get to know this word, catharsis. And catharsis is the effect that we have when we see or experience something that provides a either an emotional outpouring or a spiritual renewal. And that's why we experience art. Art gives us catharsis, or at least good art does. And this is catharsis. It's just that, God love and rest my soul with this sundown never ending. The feel is gone, yet you ain't gonna see me fail. This is the feelings are gone, the love is gone, but I am not going down for you, sweetie pie. I mean, what else? What else really could it mean? I am the decadence of your world. I am an elder covered in oil. Happy hunting, you double-faced carnivore. Genki might be referring to what back in the day it was okay to say call a man eater. Um, it's not a gender specific issue. A person who will chew you up and spit you out as is their whim, in the course of a relationship. The tell me why, no heart to cry, hang me high. The music is dead, the amen is said. The kiss of faith is what I beg, a loving heart and soul for sale. You'll see the lyrics go on the bottom, but I mean, this is like the metal version of the somebody done somebody wrong song here. And we're all here for it. I know I'm here for it. It's certainly much more visceral. More windmills. Okay, sorry for the songus interruptus, but I need to point out this is one of the many things I adore about Floor's performances. She embodies the music. Her tonality, her attitude, and this is why she has such amazing stage presence. I mean, yes, of course, there's the it factor you can't that someone has. So you either have it or you don't have it. Some singers in Nightwish have had it, and there have been singers in Nightwish who haven't. Not getting into that fight, but that it factor is what is charisma and what stage presence encompasses can be not taught necessarily, but can be pointed out the aspects of why one has it. And this is one of the ways and reasons why Floor has it. It's You'll hear it in different songs that she has. Um, and this is one specifically, and you're going to see it. It's like it's playful. And it's just the way she embodies the music. It's attitude we can relate to and be amused by, even in the heaviness of this music. There's kind of a playfulness that she has in this part, and I love seeing when she does that. It just tickles me. She does it in a number of songs, and you'll probably see me point it out every time. But it's so much fun. Here we go. So from that light sort of playful to like deep and centered and visceral. Okay, that that is everything, y'all. That is everything. Leave me be and cease to tell me how to feel, to grieve, to shield myself from evil. Leave me be, OD. It's ode, but for this, we'll let it go. It's two of us, and it's brilliant anyway. OD of lies is killing me, romanticide, till love do me part. Been there, you've been there, I've been there. I've been there. This is, you ever just, you break up, you just stop telling me how to feel about it. Just Stop telling me how to feel about it. Stop telling me how to heal. Stop telling me what I should do to get over he, she, they, whoever. I got to deal with this in my own way. I got to deal with this in my own way. And been there. And that's one of the things that I love so much about Tuomas's work is there's so much. I'm sure we all have our experiences with it. I know we all have our experiences with it, but there are so many ways in which I relate to it. And I can't tell you the number of times that I've been like, been there, brother, been there. Everybody's at the top of their game. Take that drink, Thomas. You deserve it. Oh, great line. Now, I don't know. I'm going to go back to Empo solo because it's brilliant and in a virtuoso performance in its own right, and it deserves full attention. But I want to bring your attention also to this lyric. We're going to go back to it here. See me ruined by my own creations. Okay. Now we've got later on we're going to have a line about the dead boy. We know that Tuomas is the dead boy. We've got Dead Boy's poem. We've got a lot of things about ocean souls, and we'll talk about that later and what I believe he means by that. But we know that Tuomas is the dead boy. And we'll deal with that when we get there. But see me ruined by my own creations. In Dead Boy's poem, he talks about music being the way in which he can give of himself to the world. We also talk about, or I've talked about in my response to Dead Boy's poem, shameless plug, but how I feel that in many ways the music is the way in which he expresses himself, because that adds a layer of distance to shield oneself from, in a sense, personal rejection, because the piece, the music itself, the composition, the work of art, a person can like it. You can write a song for a person, and they can reject the song, and that doesn't necessarily feel like a rejection of you as the songwriter. Whereas, of course, if they embrace the song, you then feel that it's also an embracement or an embracing of you as the songwriter. It's a psychological thing that creative people experience a lot. We create art, we put it out into the world, and while it is an extension of our soul, an extension of us, at the same time, it's distant from us in that someone can choose not to embrace the work, but and we can accept that. Whereas we feel that if they've embraced the work, they've also embraced a part of our soul, and that's varying levels and degrees. And I think what he's talking about here, "See me ruined by my own creations," is he's written the music, he's expressed himself, it's been successful, it's been embraced, either by a specific person or a lot, or the world at large. But I think he's talking more specifically here. It's been embraced, and now that's gone bad, and that happens. Artists have muses, and we create stuff, we write stuff for people. Sometimes it's targeted at people as that extension of our soul, and when that relationship goes bad, that's centered around that creation, it almost at times feels like, oh crap, that backfired. I think that's kind of where he's going here, or at least that's how I relate to it. Again, my interpretation, yours may be completely different, but from a poetic sense, from a creative sense, I think that's kind of where he's going here. He's put it out there, it was accepted, and then it turns out that maybe you didn't want it accepted. In the long run, you would have been better off if it hadn't been. And I think that's where he's going with this. Um, and we're going to get back in and see Empu just doing gymnastics on this. Here we go. Oh, God. God, I miss Juka. Okay, now I gotta tell you, I love watching two of us get into it. This brings me joy. Riling up the audience from behind his keyboard set. And he is going to go for it with this headbanging and these windmills in a second. All right, bring it on. Boom. Man, look at two of us going. Okay. Wow. Oh. So much to unpack. Oh. All right. So we have our refrain again, which personally I think should be the anthem. Anytime we just want to be left alone in our pain and have people not tell us to cheer up. Um, but dead boys alive, but without sense, a near-death experience. A heart once bold, now turned to stone. Perfection, my messenger from hell. Wine turns to water, and we saw him. I mean, getting that liquid courage before he started banging his head and going for it. But wow, campfires free, love letters burn, romance is lost. Lord, let me be wrong in this pain. Temporary pain, eternal shame. Take part in this devil's chess game. Spit on me, let me go, get rid of me, and try to survive your stupidity. Holy crap. This was not a friendly parting of ways, my friends. Not remotely. Ouch. Ouch. Again, we've got some themes which we recognize from the artist, the Dead Boy. You're talking about heart being bold, turned to stone. This is what happens, Campfires freeze, love letters burn, romance is lost. Lord, let me be wrong in this pain, temporary pain, eternal shame. To take part in this devil's chess game. Damn. Couple things I want to point out. Now I'm putting on my counseling hat here. When we go through a breakup, very often, a lot of what is painful is not so much the breakup, but our sense of self-worth and our sense of self-esteem. And depending on what's happened in that breakup, very often the pain is the way we view ourselves, not so much our former partner. Very often if you talk to someone, if someone's willing to open up about a breakup, a parting of the ways, whether that be professional or personal, very often we've stayed in that relationship too long, and the a lot of the pain that we feel is foolishness, our own view that we were somehow foolish or wrong or stupid. How could I have been so wrong? And because we are creatures of ego at heart, it becomes this sense of self-worth that we're struggling with. And it's a grief. It's a grief of that vision of self. And nobody likes to feel stupid. Nobody likes to feel wrong. And when you look in the mirror and all you can see is, how much time did I waste? How much did I give to this? We see part of that in I Want My Tears Back also. But how much did I give to this that I'll never get back? And how foolish was I to have given that and to let myself be in this place where I'm at now, in this pain. And he even says, Lord, let me be wrong in this pain. It is shame. We feel ashamed of ourselves, regardless of any actions that we took. We feel shame for ourselves for having been in the relationship that failed, and we feel like failures, and we grieve for that sense of self, that sense of self-worth. And he expresses it here and hits the nail on the head in very stark relief. Now, I want to bring up a couple of things here that we'll get back to, and one of them I'll point out when we get there, because it's not going to be talking over lyrics. Here, right here, Juka is beating the crap out of that cymbal. It's like he's mad at it. Now listen to this. This is technique, y'all. Oh my God. We're going to go back and listen to that again. All right? We got to, because this is the difference between screaming like an idiot and screaming like a vocalist with pristine technique. I want you to note how Marco is standing, how Floor is standing. All right. So you see how open this whole thing is. Now, how can I tell? How do we know it's technique? How do we know it's supported? Floor is going to show us something here which is incredible. She is going to hit a clear and perfect note in the midst of what seems to be, well, it is a scream. In the midst of this scream, she's going to hit a pristine and perfect note. And then she's going to cascade down. What that shows us is she is going up through the registers into that note. She's going to hold that note, and then she's going to slide it back down. What that shows us is every single bit of this scream is supported, because she's not approaching it as a quote-unquote scream. Subconsciously and consciously, it is going through a series of notes, using grit and using technique through that into that pristine note and then back down. And you're going to hear that right here. This is astounding, y'all. This is astounding. Hear it right there? Oh, got to hear that again. That is worth hearing again. Well, the whole song's worth hearing again, but seriously. Okay, here we go. Oh. beating the crap out of that cymbal. Oh. You know, I it's hard to even what can you say? Um, yeah, I mean, wow. Oh, if you like what we do here, if you find me amusing or enlightening in any way, if you feel that you're getting value out of the content that we provide, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when we drop a new video. And this is a community. I love hearing your feedback. I love hearing what you'd like to see here on the channel. This is for you and for the community and to share the love. You know, let me know what you think. And if you don't like what we do, hit that thumbs down. That's cool, man. I or girl or they. It's cool. It's groovy. If express yourself. Um, that gives me feedback too. Lets me know, you know, do this differently, do that differently. But man, this song, I wish, I wish I had Nightwish in my life at certain times in the past where this song would have gotten me through in so many ways. So y'all remember, as we see in this video and from Tuomas and his writing, and from the performances that we've seen and the catharsis that it gives us, your words have power, so choose them wisely. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. It is so important, especially now, to be kind to yourself and everyone around you. Find those moments of kindness. And again, this is Adam with the Inkstand channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.